I'm going to show you how to make easy, super good caramel corn. So Jeff popped a bunch of corn, and this is my giant Tupperware bowl. I believe it's 59 cups, and it's, what is that, 2/3 full? So in my Tupperware pan over here, I'm going to melt 3 sticks of butter. I just washed my pan out. It's a little wet, so I'm going to dry it. And when I bought the butter, I made a mistake and didn't get sticks of butter. I got this one giant cube. So I have to cut off one of those. And the rest of them I'm going to melt. So what you need for, I'm tripling the recipe. So what you need for one recipe is 1 stick of butter, 1 cup of brown sugar, and 10 large marshmallows. And that will do about this much. This is I believe this is that's a bowl, or it's close to it. Anyway, so if you have that much, let's see, I'm doing this much. So I'm tripling it. One thing you want to do is make sure that you get all of the old maids out. So this is just going to take a little bit. I should have cut that up. But this is a Tupperware pan. And so, super nice pan, so I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to be real careful cutting this. Obviously I washed my hands. Ouch. That was hot. I couldn't cut it up, so just have to take time and melt it. I don't know, I suppose if I put the lid on, it would melt a little quicker. So I guess while I'm waiting, I can get my brown sugar out. And I'm going to be needing 3 cups of that. And I have a bowl here that Jeff used when he popped the corn, because I'm always very picky about it can't have any salt and it can't have any old maids in my popcorn. So I'm going to measure my 3 cups of brown sugar and put them in here. It says packed brown sugar, but I don't worry that much about it. So there's 1, 2, I don't know how good you can see what I'm doing, 3. These are my one-touch reminder canisters. See, it's got the thing in the front that shows you if you're getting low. Okay, so if I was just doing this for one batch, I would do 1 stick of butter, 1 cup of brown sugar, and then you're going to need 10 large marshmallows. Not the giant ones, just large ones. So, when that gets a little more melted, then I'll add that brown sugar. And so then I have to have my 10 more. Actually, I'm going to need 30 big marshmallows. So I got a package. I've got a package of small ones. They say if you don't have large ones, that it takes like 20 small ones or something to make up for it, to be equivalent. So we just like this stuff so much, that's why I'm making such a large batch. This is almost melted. Probably down to 1 stick. You can also make this in your stack cooker, excuse me, in your stack cooker in the microwave. I just like using my Tupperware pans. So I'm going to add my brown sugar. And that's got to melt. So once my butter and my brown sugar is all melted. Remember, I'm tripling the recipe. I guess I could use that same bowl and count out my marshmallows. Don't get sick all my crazy moving around. Okay, it says 10. It's 10 for one batch, and I'm doing a triple batch, so I need 30. So and these are getting older, so I'm getting a little sticky. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All right, close enough. There was probably about maybe 32 of them in there. All right. This is almost all melted. Almost. If you're not doing a triple batch and you're not starting out with frozen butter, I can tell you it's going to be a lot quicker than this. So I'm going to add my 32 marshmallows. I think when you put this in the microwave, it's only supposed to do like 2 minutes at a time. And this, like I said, does take a little longer, but I like doing it on my stove. I do have a stack cooker. I can do it in there, but this is just my preferred method, and I love my Tupperware pans. And I do have Tupperware spoons, but I grabbed my wooden spoon. Everything in your house doesn't have to be Tupperware, but sure is nice stuff. When we get ready to pour this into the popcorn, then I'm going to have to just adjust you, and I won't be able to move the camera. See, it's starting to melt. And the longer you cook this, the harder the caramel's going to be. So, like if I let it melt and then straight away put it on there, on my popcorn, then it's going to be a gooier caramel than if I cook it a little bit. And I kind of usually cook it like a minute or so. I like to make sure it's all good and melted and everything. So you can see it kind of turning from that brown, that darker brown sugar color. Now it's getting a little bit lighter because the marshmallows are melting. Hopefully I won't set off the smoke alarms since I don't have the fan on, which I have a great tendency to do when I'm cooking. Always setting off them stinking smoke alarms. Especially when I'm frying taco shells for some reason. I always set those darn alarms off. And they're hardwired, so everyone in the house goes off. It's like, oh my goodness gracious. You can see it's about getting all melted. So I'm probably not going to just continue to cook this because I think it's cooking enough while it's trying to melt because I have such a large batch going. So as soon as it's almost all melted, I will put it in with the popcorn. And I'm going to say that it's melted enough. And so I'm going to put the camera over by the popcorn. Then I'm just going to start pouring this into here and stirring it a little. Whoops, a bit messy, especially when you're doing such a big pan of it. Look at this pan, comes right out. It's hot. Okay, so now I'm just going to stir it up and hope that I did a good guess about how many times I should multiply my recipe, and it looks like I did a pretty good job of guessing, tripling it. But this is going to be ready to eat as soon as it cools down enough to handle it. Looks like I could have used just this very slightest little bit less popcorn, but I like every bit of it covered. Good as always. Such a super simple recipe. Actually, it's covering it pretty good. I'll put the recipe down in the description. So there you have it. Tupperware, super easy, caramel popcorn. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends about my channel. Oh, and somebody asked me to please put my Tupperware link. So that'll be in the description as well. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.